Stuart, Miracle Mushies, back in the lab. So I said yesterday that I was going to run through just inoculating some of these liquid cultures that I've got. These are out the pressure cooker. So this is just sterilised rainwater, some dextrose, some light malt extract and some peptone. Three key ingredients to promote aggressive and vigorous mycelial growth. Now, this is dead easy. This is only going to take a couple of minutes. Some ethanol, keep everything nice and clean, you know the deal.
Where do you come from?
This is just some ethanol here just to keep my syringes nice and clean. And I'm going to start off with Reshi. Now I could replace this needle, but I'm just going to use the same needle as yesterday. Normally I would flame sterilise this with a blowtorch, but I don't know where my blowtorch is. So I'm just going to use ethanol. I always just like to spray out a little bit. Clear out the syringe, and I'll give this a good wipe with some ethanol. Even just got a little bit of hydrogen peroxide here. This is 12% hydrogen peroxide. But when you're using this, make sure to wear gloves because it will burn your hand. Now this is Reshi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inoculate this liquid culture with this live mycelium and grow out this mycelium in here, which I can then further take onto jars, the next stage of the growth. Now, I'm going to bang in maybe 5 ml of this, but like the reality of it is I only need one drop. I only need a microscopic size of this stuff in here and it will start to grow. Putting in 1 ml, 2 ml, 3 ml, 4 ml, 5 ml, it's only going to speed it up and speed up the process. So I'll put in 5 ml and it should grow in here less than a week I think. Now, I'll just quickly do this. Spray the jar, give it a nice clean down with ethanol. You can't be too clean here, you can't be too clean. The air itself is full of airborne contaminants, full of spores from various different funguses and bacterias and whatever. It's like you cannot escape it. That's why people build labs, not just for mushroom work, for all sorts of different kinds of work. That's to get away from all the airborne contaminants. Now this is Reshi, this is quite an aggressive species anyway. And just a little bit of micropore tape over the injection port. It's not really needed because they do self-heal. But even these little ports, they've got a shelf life, so I like to just put a little bit of micropore over it. And then another little spray with ethanol. And that's so it's in here now. We should have live mycelium suspended in this nutritious broth. Look, they're little speckles. Now guys, I'm thinking this should double in size every day. I think in about 3 or 4 days, we'll see a huge difference in here. So this is our reshi. So that's me, I've inoculated 3 plates, I've inoculated about 500 ml of liquid culture, and I've still got about half my syringe left. So I'll just put this back in the fridge. I may never even use it again. I've got loads of syringes there that I don't use, because you only need a couple of drops out of them. This is the next one we're going to do, cordyceps. This is an exciting species. I'll drop some information on all these species that I'm growing. I've been studying this for quite some time now, and it's fascinating. There we go. Again, cordyceps is again another aggressive species. The reshi, this has got like white mycelium, and you can't really see it in this, but these cordyceps militaris has got a very orange tone to it. You'll see it more further out in the growing process. Now again, that's just a 10 ml syringe that I've used of cordyceps. I've still got another full syringe there. Cordyceps militaris. So I'll update you guys. I'll give you a little quick update on the growth of these every single day up until the day that I'm going to move them on. Now I'll show you just how quickly and how aggressive this stuff is. Now I'm just going to set these, that's it, I'm just going to set these somewhere on the shelf, nice and dark. If you're doing this at home, just stick it somewhere dark in a cupboard. This gets a little bit, my lab in here gets a little bit of residual UV light all through the night, so it's never in complete darkness in here. But the mycelium, most genetics thrive on it. They're not like plants as such. They're not like trees. Fungus doesn't photosynthesize the way trees does. It doesn't need light to grow. Light only really encourages the direction that the fungus wants to grow. But it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't photosynthesize like trees and plants from the sun. Different being altogether. So that's it, man. I'm going to go and stick these somewhere safe, and I'll show you tomorrow. I think by the time I'm back in here tomorrow, we're going to see some difference in here, because this broth is great. It's such a good broth, and I'll update you on that. So that was just a quick one. Miracle mushies, let's go.